Hi, I'm Bill Wiadrowski from LifeWise Pet Nutrition, and today's question comes from Cameron, who wants to know just how Australian we are and how balanced is our food. Well, that's a pretty deep question you're asking, Cameron, so let's give it a bash and see how we get on. Firstly, as far as being Australian is concerned, yes, we are. We're a local company, so what you see is what you get. We're all Aussies here, and there's no foreign influences whatsoever. 100% Australian, and all of our manufacturing is done in Australia using Australian ingredients. Obviously, we can't use 100% Australian ingredients because some of the things, like particularly items like vitamins, are not manufactured here and not available here in Australia. So we have to bring those in predominantly from Europe, which is the best supply in the world. So from our ingredients that we're using are anywhere between 93 and 99% Australian grown and produced, and with those other remaining small percentage being imported ingredients that we just can't source here. As far as the quality and the balance of the food is concerned, that's a little bit more difficult, and it comes back down to how we actually go about quality assurance when we go to make food. The process we follow is quite involved, and it starts at the formulation stage. We've already spoken in other videos about how we actually go to put together a diet, but that formulation process is looking at the quality of the ingredients, and particularly from a nutritional quality perspective. When we actually finish the formulation and go to the manufacturing stage, the first thing we do is we purchase those ingredients from the raw materials market, and we test them to ensure that they do meet the standard that we believe that they should be. That would include the protein content, the fat content, any contamination or admixture, and we have very stringent samples around that aspect of it. Once we've actually combined the ingredients to make the food, we test that again to ensure that we are actually achieving the nutritional specifications that we set out to achieve in the formulation process. And that's just a backstop to make sure that the individual ingredient testing was correct and that everything has been mixed together in the correct proportions. That testing is ongoing through the cooking process. Samples are taken regularly during cooking for the same reason, and that testing is ongoing because it's a continuous production method. At the point when the food is made and being packaged, we then take a representative sample continuously from the product flow during the packaging stage, and that then becomes the retention sample. We send part of that retention sample away to a NATA accredited laboratory, which is an independent laboratory that works to world standards and to world legal standards as well. And they then do a final test to ensure that what we've actually produced in that food conforms to exactly what we say on the label, and also conforms to what we set out to achieve when we originally formulated the food. Part of that sample is then held here in our warehouse for a period of 2 years, and at any stage, any bag of food that you would buy from the marketplace, we can track through from that food back to that laboratory report from the NATA laboratories, back to our production records, back to our retention sample, right back to those ingredients that we purchased in the first place. So we're pretty damn sure that at the end of the day, we're not only Australian, but you've got a food that is 100% Australian made, predominantly and Australian ingredients to the highest quality. So Cameron, I hope that answers your question. If you've got some more, please send them in, and we'll be delighted to answer those as well. And see you next time.